Open-air markets, including vegetable, mitumba, and bazaars, are high-risk transmission environments. The management of local markets are directed to ensure that the premises are disinfected regularly to maintain high standards of hygiene. Vegetable markets, in particular, are required to ensure that their goods are displayed on raised platforms and waste and other garbage is collected daily. And I would like at this point to thank those in the chairman of certain supermarkets, certain markets, open-air markets, who have committed to this cause. And some of them have actually been calling me and telling me that this is what they are going to do. They are doing so at their own cost, and the commitment is highly admirable. Tomorrow, we will embark as a ministry on a major cleanup of fumigation, starting with the Gikomba market tomorrow. As soon as the markets open, there will be nobody there tomorrow because of the prayers, and therefore we will go there in their absence and fumigate everything. D, the county governments, and Dr. Kuti will add to that, are required to prioritize garbage collection and cleanliness of all markets, as well as ensure provision of soap and clean water in all market centers. As far as possible, social distance requirements should be observed. For the avoidance of doubt, markets are to remain open until further advised, provided the directives that we have given are going to be followed, because people have to get places to buy food in any event. E, corporations and businesses have already been encouraged to allow, where possible, employees to work from home. Where employees are in an office, the employer should ensure that social distance requirements are adhered to. Employees may be encouraged to proceed on leave at this time, and employers should actually encourage their employees, those who can, to proceed on leave. We have noted that some companies have yet to comply with this advisory. Indeed, I am told some organizations in the financial sector have specifically asked their employees to continue as usual. They would be held in very bad light in future if anything were to happen in those premises. Your support, as I have indicated earlier, will have significant impact on the trajectory and impact of this disease. To ensure business continuity, that is F, for our manufacturers and industries, factories are required to operate using a minimum workforce, but on a 24-hour shift rotation system, so as to assure compliance with social distancing requirements. This will also help with logistics of public transport of workers, because there will be fewer going to work at any time. Where additional security is required, the government is able to provide the same. To reduce the risk of transmission in our public transport system, we encourage as much as possible that persons stay at home unless on essential business. Public service vehicle operators have already been asked to observe high levels of hygiene during this period. In order to maintain social distance requirements in public service, it is directed as follows: that 14-seater Matatus will carry a maximum of 8 passengers. 25-seater vehicles, a maximum of 15 passengers. 30-seater vehicles and above to maintain a 60% maximum of seating capacity. This similarly applies for SGR and commuter train services. And when this happens, it is expected that people will adhere to the directions of the public service transport operators. In other words, there is no point of having 8 people and then 2 people are sitting very close together and leaving the other seats open. The idea is to stay as far away as possible from each other. Public service operators must further clean and disinfect their vehicles at the end of each trip and provide sanitizers for passengers.